Hi, I'm Larry Moody with the Yes You Can YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to answer the why do you want to work here interview question. There are three main topics to touch on when answering this question. The first topic will be talk about their company philosophy and values. The second topic, talk about the posted job position. The third topic, talk about seeking long-term employment. Have you ever been in an interview and been asked, why do you want to work here? Well, I want a better paying job. That's why. Nah, don't say that. Stay away from that, okay? However, leave a comment in the comment section saying, yes, I have been asked that question, or no, I have not been asked that question. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, let's get right into it. Topic number one, talk about their company's philosophy and values. Here's an example I'm going to read to you. Say, I've done some research on your company and have both heard and found it to have an impressive track record in the industry. The reviews left by your customers indicate to me that your company products and services are of a high standard. Your company appears to have created an excellent environment for encouraging growth and being very supportive of teamwork. This is why I am very excited about having the opportunity to work for a company that shares my same values. Wow, you just stroked that company and interviewer's ego and pride with that statement. Now you have scored some major points with that interviewer, which could make you the leading candidate at this point. The next topic, topic number two, talk about the advertised job position. I'm going to read this example for you. Inform the interviewer that you have been waiting on this particular job to become available with their company. Be excited and let the interviewer know this position is a perfect fit for you due to your ambitions and skill sets lining up very much with what your company desires from someone in this role. You're letting the interviewer know that you are not someone applying for any position just so you can have a job, but you have been waiting for that particular job to become available. You're telling the interviewer, hey, I am the person. I am career minded and I bring value to that position and to your company. That is why you should hire me. All right, the final topic, topic number three. Talk about seeking long-term employment. Let me read this example for you. Tell the interviewer you are seeking long-term employment with their company because you heard this is a great place to work and you see yourself building a long-term career here. You believe their company is the perfect place for you to grow and develop both professionally and personally. Understand the interviewer is looking to hire someone who is motivated to work for them long term and not just someone interested in collecting a paycheck. No, every company is motivated to keeping employee turnover at a minimum. It's expensive to hire someone and they're gone 3 months later. And it's time consuming also to recruit and interview people. That's why, once again, they are asking you this question to ensure your motives are right for wanting to work for them. However, here's a warning. Avoid talking about salaries and benefits when answering the Why do you want to work here? Question. Why? All right, once again, companies like to select people who are career motivated and not paycheck motivated because these people tend to stay longer and work harder. Don't worry, you will get your chance later on in the interview to ask about salaries and benefits. So watch my video on talking about salaries and benefits in a job interview to get more information when the time comes for you to ask that question back to the interviewer. Don't forget to subscribe so you can watch other interviewing techniques on my Yes You Can YouTube channel. Best wishes on you landing that next great job.